Hello friends, welcome to the editorial made easy. Today in this fifth episode, we are going to discuss an article that appeared on 13th of June in the economictimes.com. The article is titled Dream or Nightmare: Why India Should Postpone Its Electric Vehicle Plans for 10 Years, written by Shri Ajay Shrivastava. For the convenience of analysis, I have divided the entire article into 8 screenshots, and a summary of all the important points are captured in subsequent screenshots. For an in-depth understanding of the topic, I would suggest you also read another opinion piece that appeared on 12th of July 2019 in the Hindu newspaper by Tarun Mehta and Ashok Jhunjhunwala. The article is titled, Can India Make the Transition to Electric Vehicles? Let's start the editorial analysis with the first screenshot. We can see that the author is saying most discussions on electric vehicles, that is EVs, focus on benefits and sidestep serious questions. In fact, author has raised 3 most important questions related to electric vehicle plans. This can very well be summarized through these points. 3 most important questions while discussing the topic of electric vehicles are: first, is faster adoption of EV beneficial to India? Second, is the currently used EV technology robust enough? Third, will EV make us dependent on China? While answering these questions, we need to look at the most critical part of an EV, that is the battery. It is equivalent to the internal combustion engine of a petrol vehicle. In the second screenshot, the author has enlisted the reasons that are preventing widespread adoption of EVs. It has also pointed out the fact that the world does not have enough of lithium or cobalt reserves needed to replace current automobiles with EVs. These again can be summarized in these points. Currently, all EVs are lithium-ion batteries. Things preventing widespread adoption of EVs are: first, lithium-ion batteries are expensive. Second, raw materials needed to make lithium-ion batteries are in short supply. Third, lithium-ion batteries do not support long-distance travel. A typical EV battery is a 500 kg pack using metals like lithium, cobalt, nickel and manganese. 65% of lithium reserves are in Bolivia and Chile, while 60% of cobalt reserves are in Congo. The world does not have enough of lithium and cobalt reserves needed to replace current automobiles with EVs. In the third screenshot, the author has drawn our attention to the fact that the short supply of lithium and cobalt made them very expensive. As a result, electric vehicle battery accounts for 70% of the cost of two-wheelers and 50% of the cost of cars. With purchase of mines, Chinese firms command over 60% of global battery market share. In summary, we can say that battery accounts for 70% of the cost of two-wheelers and 50% of the cars. In fact, China is a long-term planner and has purchased mines in countries like Australia, Bolivia, Congo and Chile. Therefore, China firms command over 60% of the global battery market share. Here the author is drawing our attention to the fact that electric vehicles are twice as expensive as a comparable petrol vehicle. And the reason why companies like Panasonic, Tesla, and Toyota are experimenting with battery technology. So, in summary, we can say that EV is almost twice as expensive as a comparable petrol vehicle. Without a breakthrough in battery technology, it is going to be challenging to reduce the overall cost of car. Companies like Panasonic, Tesla, and Toyota are at the forefront of research to reduce the use of expensive cobalt by replacing it with sulfur, sodium, and magnesium. Use of fuel cell powered by hydrogen that emits only water vapor and warm air is another alternative. In this screenshot, we can see that the author is saying fuel cell electric vehicles powered by hydrogen is another alternative pursued by companies like General Motors and Airbus, who are part of Global Hydrogen Council. The author is also drawing our attention to the fact that it is far easy to talk about plans for setting up domestic battery manufacturing units, but impossible to match the prices of subsidized imported batteries. This again can be summarized through these points. General Motors and Airbus are part of the Global Hydrogen Council pushing for a transition to fuel cells. There are two options before a country wishing to pursue EV dreams. First, buy expensive cobalt and lithium, develop expertise, and make batteries. Second, or import batteries. Given the reality where it is impossible to match the prices of subsidized imported batteries, most firms prefer to take the import route. For example, India imports 90% of electric scooter components from China. Here we can see that although Japanese electric vehicles came into the market 10 years back, but could not break even because of limitations of battery technology. Hence, successful adoption of electric vehicles depends upon the availability of inexpensive next-gen battery in the market. This again can be summarized through these points. Currently, Indian car uses 10 to 15% imported parts, whereas electric vehicles will increase import dependence to almost 70%. The success of electric vehicles as a future of mobility depends a lot on the availability of inexpensive next generation battery in the market. Hence, India should refrain from pushing for large scale adoption of electric vehicles in the near future. In this final screenshot, we can see that the author is proposing that India should first address more than couple of pressing issues before diving deep into electric vehicle dream. The pressing issues are in fact summarized in these two screenshots. An electric vehicle has 20 moving parts, while a regular petrol or diesel vehicle has more than 2000. Because electric vehicle motors produce a constant torque at all speeds, eliminating the need for auto parts like multiple speed transmission system, clutch, gearbox, and exhaust pipe. This can result into fully adopted EV, killing most auto component firms. Therefore, India would also need to reskill a large number of motor mechanics. India should ideally invest in well-funded institutions headed by a recognized expert so that it becomes a leader in next-generation battery technology and avoid being critically dependent on any country for pursuing its electric vehicle dream. After having requisite understanding of this topic, I'm sure you are now in a better position to answer all of these probable questions on this topic. First, critically examine the proposal of introducing electric vehicles in a phased manner. 2. Discuss all the obstacles that are preventing widespread adoption of electric vehicles. 3. How can India prepare itself for embracing electric vehicles so that it could successfully replace current automobiles with electric vehicles? Friends, please do make an attempt to answer at least a couple of these questions. You can email me your best answers at editorialmadeeasy@gmail.com. So friends, that's it for now. If you feel some of your friends could benefit from this video, please do share it after subscribing the channel so that you never miss on the latest episodes. Thanks a lot for your patient listening. Bye for now.